Merry KNICKSMAS. Oh, man. Tyler freaking KOLEK. Jordan Clarkson. Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. What just happened on the Madison Square Garden floor? It was a KNICKSMAS miracle. The New York Knicks came back from the biggest deficit of the season, down 17 in that fourth quarter, to snatch the victory away from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wow, what a beautiful, man. God, contributors all around. Mitch Robinson becomes a beast in the fourth quarter, just dominating the boards. Tyler KOLEK delivers. Clarkson, they both combined for 41 points. KOLEK shoots 4 of 5 from the three-point line for the game. Clarkson 5 of 10. Outstanding. And Jalen, Captain Clutch Brunson, struggling in reality, even though he finished the high man in this game, struggled, and he buries a big three-pointer when it mattered. A step-back three, a big step-back three to tie the game 113. And then Cat subs in for Mitch, and KOLEK buries a three off of a Brunson pass, and then KOLEK gets a rebound, passes it to who did he pass it to? He passed it to McCall for 2 to take the first lead since the Knicks were up 63-60. Fantastic game. What a thrilling win. This is the kind of win on a Christmas day, the first game of this roster of games. Right now, San Antonio and OKC are playing, and I think San Antonio is winning again. This is eye-opening here. Very eye-opening. The Knicks have defined that they are the best team in the East here today. Because the Cavs are starting to look good. Evan Mobley somehow recovered from injury to come and play today. Sam Merrill, who's been out, he recovers to play because they want to be there for all the glory of what it's like to play on Christmas Day. And for a while there, the Cavs looked like they were going to pull this game out. They had built up a 17-point lead. Right away, they built up a 15-point lead at the beginning of the fourth quarter when D. Wade hit a three-pointer. Gotta hand it to Mike Brown for sticking with KOLEK and Clarkson in this game. And there were some key substitutions, and we're going to get into all of that. I got some highlights for you guys, but this is a day to rejoice and celebrate the boys and men in orange and blue. The New York Knicks are New York Knicks. Let's go. Let's go. What a beautiful victory. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for joining me here. Welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George. Follow me on social media. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Share the video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. If you've been here before and haven't subscribed, now is the time. Let's go. And turn on a notification bell so you are alerted when I go live or drop a new video here, because there's lots to be excited about. The New York Knicks improved their record to 21-9. And right now, and this team won without their two best players playing that well. But they did come through. Both of them came through in key moments. Brunson hits the big three to put the Knicks up 121-19 with 53 seconds to go. And then off a miss, Cat flies in for the putback to put him up 123-119, and the Knicks never look back again. They pulled out this incredible victory, 126-124 here on Christmas Day, 2025. We will all remember this win for years and years to come. Fantastic. Shout out to Lex the Destroyer, best man around, for holding it down here at Knicks-Verse. Let's go. Got Drew's Reviews in the house. We got Juan Carlos. What's up, Juan Carlos? I will get to these, your chats here. What's up, Connor? What's up? Merry Christmas to you, brother. Merry KNICKSMAS. Let's go. Let's get into this. Beautiful victory. Beautiful victory. I am so freaking hyped, guys. There were so many moves that Brown did to solidify this victory. But I'll tell you, none was bigger than going with Tyler KOLEK in that fourth quarter. Tyler KOLEK for the game in 25 minutes of play, 5 of 9, 4 of 5 from the three-point line, I said before, hit both of his free throws, collects 3 rebounds, got a big rebound in that fourth quarter, and that's when he passed out to McCall. He gets 9 dimes. 25 minutes, 9 dimes. Think about that. Think about that. He 16 points, again, game high, plus 24 for the Knicks in his 25 minutes. Almost, the Knicks won. They were dominated the Cavs 1 point per minute that KOLEK played on the floor. That is tremendous. This guy is not going anywhere. If he is, it's gonna be for something humongous. You know, like, he's not going anywhere. Even when when Deuce and Shamet are healthy, there's no way. I mean, I think Brown's gonna just have to go with a 10-man rotation. He's gonna have to go with it. I'm loving that combination. It depends on the moments with KOLEK and Brunson together. Beautiful. Shout out to, we serve 100 people. Thank you so much, brother, for gifting the memberships. You're fabulous, man. Your support is just wonderful. Thank you so much. Victor Huang joins memberships. Just Knicks joins memberships. Marshawn Lugo. And It's Clark's Bar. I like that. Tony Bell, 1203. Fabulous. Come on in. Just Knicks. Everybody, this is time to celebrate here. We're going to keep going, breaking this down. Yeah, Tyler KOLEK, his passing, outstanding. In his ability to hit big threes. He hit a big three from this. He's got this spot on the left side, right, I think it's right at the break or right next to the break. He buried 3 3-pointers from that spot. But that's not like he can only shoot from there. He hit another one from top of the key. That was his 4 3-pointers right there. And they came at crucial times as well. Jalen Brunson, even though he struggled inside the arc, he was only 4 of 13 inside the arc, but outside the arc, 6 of 12 tonight, 50% for him. 4 assists. He finishes as the game. Is it the game high? Game high? No, he tied. Ironically, Spider Mitchell and Brunson both with 34 points today. But 34 points. But check this out. 34 points, right? And we needed him. We needed him, of course. Minus 17 for Brunson. Josh Hart, minus 19. He played 26 minutes, 26 and a half minutes, and had to leave the game. He rolled his ankle. He stepped on Dean Wade's foot as he was trying to drive, do one of his patented, slice through defenders to lay the ball up. He stepped on Dean Wade's foot, rolled it. He had to leave the game. He limped off to the locker room. I hope that he's okay. I hope it's a minor sprain. But it was interesting. That lineup with him in it was not effective. But then when he was replaced by, I'm not sure exactly who replaced him, but, obviously he wasn't there for the final 10 minutes or so of this game. And that's when Clarkson, KOLEK, Brunson, it was Clarkson, KOLEK, OG, and Cat, and McCall. That lineup. That lineup allowed the Cavs to build up their lead to 17, but then they immediately started turning it around. Clarkson hit a corner 3. Then KOLEK hits another 3 from his same spot in that fourth quarter. And then Mitchie the Beast, comes in, gets the offensive rebound. Beautiful. He threw it out to KOLEK, and KOLEK hit the 3. And the Knicks were right back in it. It was 111-108 with 4:30 left. The Knicks went on a 17-4 run as a response. And at that moment, you just knew the Knicks were going to pull this game out because the Knicks are the beasts of the East, and they dominate their home floor now. Absolutely. Love it. Shout out. Oh, Lex the Destroyer. Oh, he also contributed a membership. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Hey, if you want to join, if you want to support the Knicks-Verse, smash that join button, get all the info, and come on in. You get the halftime reports, which are members only. Today I did it for everybody because it's Christmas. Get super discounts. Right now there's a 25% discount for members, and that's all the way through until I think the end of January, I'm pretty sure. So join the Knicks-Verse. What's up, Isaiah Costa? What's up, brother? All right, we're going to keep going this, and then we'll get back to all of this stuff here. But let's just do a quick check on the standings here. So the New York Knicks are 3 games back because the Detroit Pistons have kept winning. And shout out to them. They can feel the Knicks breathing down their necks, but they are not going to fold it. They're not going to give this lead in the standings away. The Knicks are going to have to just continue to be relentless and win. Right now, in the past 10 games, both are 8-2. The Knicks got as close as a game and a half behind them at one point, but then they dropped 2 games recently, which are the 2 games right there. But now the Knicks have recovered, and they are 15-2 at home. What a fabulous. But look at Detroit's road record. They're 11-4 on the road and 12-2 at home. So they're almost equally as potent at home as the Knicks. Only 2 losses. I can't wait for that game. I think it's January 5th. January 5th. Pistons and Knicks play. That's going to be a fantastic game. I actually hope it's not on national media because I want to hear Mike Breen and Clyde do that game. So just me personally. Shout out to Skydiver 575985. Shout out. Thank you so much for your super chat. Merry Christmas, Uncle George. Tyler Stockton did it again. Josh Hart injury forced Brown's hand to go with Tyler Stockton. Mikal Bridges was trash on D. He was trash on D for most of the game, but in that fourth quarter, he ended up on Garland, and he really helped suffocate Garland in that fourth quarter. In fact, let's look at the fourth quarter stats. Garland only had 2 points. He was 1 of 5 in that fourth quarter, and a lot of that was Mikal. So yes, he was trash for most of the game, but when it really mattered the most, I don't want to say that when it mattered the most, but when we needed stops, he was there, giving Garland some real troubles with his length. And Garland, who was hurting us for a little bit. Look at that. Look at this. Merrill, Wade, Allen, Garland, all double figures in minus plus minus. Beautiful. Look at Mitchell. Without Mitchell's 15 points in this fourth quarter, the Knicks would have, rolled away with this victory by much more than just a 2-point. I mean, he at the end, Spida, Cat gets beat on a pick and roll, and Spida drives and dunks, and it's now 123-121 with just seconds left in this game. And then the Knicks beautifully inbound the play, quick decision making, not a single dribble. KOLEK gets it in the backcourt, passes it out to Cat, and Cat immediately passes to Mikal, and Mikal finds OG wide open under the basket. Boom, for 2, and that pretty much is what sealed the victory at that point. It was 125-121. Cat gets fouled on an inbound pass. He makes only 1 of 2, but it was only like 1.1 seconds left, and the clock dribbled out. But then Spida threw the ball, and it was like, oh no, is that going to go in? Can you imagine? And the Knicks pulled out this victory, 126-124. But look at these fourth quarter numbers for Tyler KOLEK. 4 of 5. Hit all 3 of his 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. 11 points, a plus 14. Brunson, after struggling for most of this game, 4 of 8 from the field. Hit 3 of 4 of his 3-point shots. 2 assists. Mitch Robinson got 2 assists, but Brunson, 13 points, team high in the fourth quarter, a plus 14. See how Mikal Bridges, he was a plus 14 because he played the entire fourth quarter. He was a part of that run. Key part of that run. Josh was not. Josh got hurt early in that fourth quarter. And honestly, it's interesting to say, interesting to note. That's when the Knicks turned it around and started going on that run. Kind of weird to say that. But right there, you can see here was the peak. They were down 17. Hart gets hurt right here. You can see that little spike just past the fourth quarter line, the dotted line, the highest deficit, that 17-point lead. And then Hart gets hurt. Boom, boom, boom. Knicks immediately cut the deficit down to 12. It jumps back up a little bit to 16, and then they go on that run where Clarkson starts hitting buckets. Mitch starts dominating the offensive glass. How many rebound offensive boards did Mitch get in that fourth quarter? 4 offensive rebounds. 8 rebounds total in that fourth quarter. That just gives you so many second chance opportunities. The Knicks got 10 second chance points in that fourth quarter to Cavs only 4. So that's a +6 right there. Beautiful. The Knicks won. The Knicks won. Let's go. Beautiful. All right, let's get back to this here. Oh, we're going to get into it. Going to break it down. If you guys have any questions or whatever, just drop them in the chat or put in a super chat or whatever so I can notice it here. We're going to have some highlights here. Let's check this out. Beautiful step back. This is the fourth quarter when the Knicks were trying to come back, and they cut this down from a 12-point deficit to just 9. That step back. And here's KOLEK. That's not quite his little area I was talking about. It's more a little further down. But the left side there, above the break, and then Clarkson, big three-pointer from the corner off of a KOLEK pass. Mitch, another rebound. Here, that's his spot. That's the KOLEK spot right there. Boom! Buries that. Now it's 111-109. And here we come. This is the tie. He ties it right here. Step back again. Nothing but net, baby. Nothing but net. And now it's the Knicks are down 117-113. 2.5 minutes left, and KOLEK, look at that. That was not an easy 3. That was not an easy 3 in the moment when you consider the moment. Now the Knicks are down 1, and boom. Look. So that's 3 key three-pointers right there from Brunson and from KOLEK. This is the one. This is it. Not a single dribble. That's the play I was talking about. And OG dunks it. Whole lot of Christmas cheer during the fourth quarter surge. We'll come back and watch that again. Let's move on here. Tyler KOLEK, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. In the last game, he got 11 rebounds. The man, he almost had a triple-double in that loss. Beautifully done right there. Here is the play where Josh Hart gets hurt. You can see he comes in, and then Wade sticks his foot out. Hart just rolls it pretty badly. Look at it, he's in pain right here. He makes it. Look at him limping off. But he's limping off on his own. That's a good sign. You know, remember when Brunson rolled his ankle when he missed ultimately only 2 games, I think? Maybe this will be a similar thing. Yeah, no one even had to help him off the floor. But it's at this point when we're trying to get healthy and go on a nice run, and we got teams like the Pistons ahead, we want to be completely healthy. So this is a bummer right there. That is for sure. Hoopers on Main Street. The NBA is noticing. Knicks are now 2-0 on Dunk the Halls. Oh yeah, that's that thing where they have the Disney animated characters playing the role of Knicks and their opponents' players. Excuse me. It's good. I didn't watch any of it. I don't know if any of you did. But this was interesting right here. Oh, wait. This one. Here. So owner James Dolan gives out game balls outside the Garden in Christmas. Spreading the cheer. Spreading the joy right here. Look at him there. Good for him. I'm glad he does this. It's good. I hope he gave it to a kid. All right, we'll go back to this. Ian Begley tweets out, Jalen Brunson, 2025 Clutch Player of the Year, had 13 points and went 3 of 4 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter versus Cleveland. New York Knicks outscored Cavs by 14 in Brunson's fourth quarter minutes. Mike Brown called this the best win of New York Knicks season, given the preceding schedule, early tip-off, large deficits. The Knicks comeback against Cleveland doesn't happen without Jordan Clarkson. He finished with 25 points off the bench, hitting 5 of 10 three-point attempts. And KOLEK, which we've talked about, 16 points, 9 assists. And Mitch Robinson, 8 offensive rebounds in 17 total minutes, were pivotal in the comeback. But Knicks would have had to rebound from bigger deficits without Clarkson's strong play. Well put. Mr. Begley. Continue forward here. This is an interesting angle here. This guy Marcelo and son Enzo courtside watch KOLEK and Cal go to work. Beautiful play right there. That what play was that one? That was after in that early third quarter. The Cavs opened the third quarter on a 10-3 run that was capped by Garland to Spida for an alley-oop over OG. Embarrassing. So the Knicks were up 60-58 at the half, and now suddenly find themselves down 68-63 with 9:41 left in the third quarter. But at 7:39, a call was overturned, a no-charge call on OG, which I thought was key. And then there was another overturned call later on in this game in the fourth quarter that was pivotal as well. And then Hart ties the game with a corner three, 71 all, but then the Cavs go on a 9-0 run to put the lead back up to 80-71 off a Garland floater over Mitch. And then Brunson's shot looked off at that point in the game. Midway through the third, he was only 6 of 17 overall, 3 of 8 from the three-point line, but that big fourth quarter just helped clean all that up. KOLEK hits a three, but there didn't seem to be enough passing in the game at that point. The Cavs were leading 34-18 in that third quarter late. Big quarter for that kid, Jalen Tyson. For them, the Knicks could not handle his size and length, and there was a terrible porous defense for the Knicks in third quarter, and then the Cavs were leading by 12. 96-84 at the beginning of the fourth quarter, which is what makes this fourth quarter comeback so sweet. So incredibly sweet. 17-point New York comeback complete. It's the third largest comeback on NBA Christmas in the play-by-play era. 19 points was Milwaukee versus Boston in 2021. 18 points was Dallas at Sacramento in 2003. Long time ago. But look at Mr. Clarkson here. 25 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 5 of 10, a plus 13. And there was a moment there where the Knicks were making that comeback, but it was still a long way to go. You know, there was 17 points, and I think the Knicks got it to about 9 or 7, and then the Cavs built it back up to 12-point lead or whatever, or maybe even 15. And then Clarkson stepped through the lane, got a pass, kicked it out, and the Knicks were able to score on the other end. And from that moment on, the momentum just kept flowing. It's beautiful. Look at this. Hoop Central. Mitchell Robinson over the last 5 games. 7.2 points per game. 11.6 rebounds. 1.6 assists per game. 1.6 blocks per game. 1 steal per game. 56.5 field goal shooting in 22 minutes of play. Thriving in his role, they say. That said, I'm beginning to wonder, especially if Hart sits out, because that starting unit has been struggling of late. In 3 out of the last 4 games, that starting unit has been struggling. Now, it hasn't been fully healthy. Guys have been missing, but tonight they were all there, and they just weren't doing the job against the Cavs. And a lot of it is because Hart gets left wide open, and he's not being aggressive enough off the jump. So the jump in the first quarter, and even though they don't do jump ball in the start the second half, but in essence, he's not aggressive offensively. He kind of just waits for it to come to him, and then, you know, he'll exert himself offensively. Well, that makes life easier on the defense, and then it becomes like a suffocating half-court game. And the Knicks, that's not the Knicks offense now. The ball needs to move. Everyone needs to be a threat. And with one of those guys is not a threat on the court that can spread the offense, it hurts you. Now, starting Mitch, again, putting him next to Cat, of course, that's a different dynamic, which was the starting lineup before that was also struggling. But also, Mitch was not quite himself yet. We have seen some great games from him recently. It might be time to look at giving him a chance to start again. And that he'll find his footing earlier because a lot of what we're seeing from him is he doesn't really impact the game too much until that fourth quarter when he's had enough minutes. He's built. It's like he's revved the engine enough. He's had enough RPMs, and he finally gets into the groove, and then boom, we'll see these fourth quarters where he just dominates. Well, if he starts, maybe he can get to that place earlier. Just something to investigate. I'm not saying that is the answer, but it may be something to look at. And while Hart is hurt, because I'm expecting him to at least miss a game, maybe 2 games. While Hart is out, might be time for him to be given a chance. We surveyed 100 people. Shout out to you, brother, channel member. He says Kevin McCullers Jr.'s time to shine. Maybe he does. Maybe he gets some time right here as while Josh Hart is out. Definitely. Bayard Carmaki says, did you watch Dunk the Halls, George? We are 2-0. I did not watch it. I hope there's a way to go back and watch it. I'm hoping. Beautiful. Let's go, buzzer beater. All right, let's get to something here that Mr. JD, friend of the show, he tweeted out, which I thought was a great tweet here. He says, Mike Brown going small, worked with Clarkson and KOLEK, shocked Atkinson didn't counter with DeAndre Hunter and Tyson, both giving Knicks fits today. He left Merrill and Dean Wade in. 2 stiffs. coaching. Well, Dean Wade was doing well defensively. I think it just coincided with Clarkson and KOLEK getting hot right there. But also, who was on the floor during that time was Darius Garland. So it was really Merrill and Garland. They're 2 small guards, so it's why you can go with Clarkson, KOLEK, and I think Brunson as well. So those minutes, were really pivotal. And it is surprising that Atkinson didn't come back with Tyson and Hunter because they were their length was giving the Knicks fits. So I definitely agree with that. JD tweeted out, seeing Mikal Bridges struggle to get in position versus Sam freaking Merrill, 6'4", 200 pounds is frustrating. Towns is yet to mature with the dumb fouls. Yeah, the dumb fouls definitely. Look, the dumb fouls right away. It put the Knicks in a bad situation. Cat picked up a second foul early in this first quarter, and the Knicks got off to a terrible start. They were down 18-3. And a lot of that was because it seemed like the Knicks, because, they're more, a lot of the core of this Knicks team are a little older now. They're in their late 20s, 30, maybe. Hart is 30, Cat is 30. They have kids now. They have big families. They're back home. Christmas Eve, I'm sure, was a big family event. And it's an early start, a noon start for the Knicks. They came out. They looked flat. Their shots were front-ending the rim, and Brunson was way off in that first quarter. So I'm thinking, you know what? These guys, they need another couple quarters to get back and get ready for this game. And the Knicks definitely responded, because in that first quarter, the Knicks were down 38-25. Cat, 0 for 1. He took 1 shot. Hart was 1 for 4. You can see here. Hart was 1 for 4. Brunson, 4 of 10. 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. He had 10 points, but he was a minus 15. The Knicks just could not get it together. They were shooting 25% from the 3-point line in that first quarter. Meanwhile, Cavaliers were scorching hot. 6 of 11 from 3. 13 of 19 from the field. Almost 69%, where the Knicks were 37% and rough. And the Knicks were getting out-rebounded in that first quarter. They committed 4 turnovers, committed 7 personal fouls. They sent the Cavs to the free throw line 8 times. That first quarter was just terrible. But I did not think it was indicative of the team that we were going to see later on in the game. I even texted JD about that. He was worried. He was concerned. I said, Knicks are going to win this game. And I explained why. And then, boom, look what happened. Knicks turned it around. They hit 7 of 10 from the 3-point line in that second quarter, 70%. They storm back. They win it 37-20. To take the lead at the half. Beautiful. Yeah, 60-58. And you just felt like the Knicks were going to win this game. But then that third quarter, when they came out, they looked flat again. Look at them. They allowed the Cavs to build up that lead, and then they took it to 17 points in the fourth quarter. But never did I think the Knicks were going to like roll over for these Cavs, especially on Christmas Day on their own home court. Did not believe that for a second. That's why it's so fabulous that they actually came through and pulled it out. Love it. Love it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's look at let's check out the chat here. What's going on here in the chat? Whew, I've been talking for a long time. Get back. Let's put the highlights on. There we go. Put these highlights on. Have some coffee. Oh, man. Our Knicks are something else, man. Our Knicks are something else. We got Eddie Fico in the house. Salute to you, brother. We got Nick Yak. It's a Tom Brown big game, plays 8 men with a few from Diawara. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention Diawara. Diawara had himself a nice game too. He had a big 3. He had 5 points early. Let's see here. Let's go back to here. Diawara. Let's see what Diawara was doing in this game. Diawara, he did not play in the second half. He played almost 4 minutes in the first quarter. Where we go? We lost our highlights. All right, here we go. He played 4 minutes in the first quarter and delivered how many points? How come I can't see this here? Yeah, let's go back there. Yeah, he hit 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. He had a nice little turnaround down low on the left block to kiss it off the glass. 5 points. He picked up an assist, got a rebound. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see him in the second half, but that was just maybe game flow type situation. I felt like Arrowhawk Porty had some very ineffective minutes, 4 minutes, so I can see why he didn't get any time in the second half. While in his 4 minutes of play, the Knicks were outscored by 5. Not that it was totally his fault, only his fault, but it just didn't really impress me, his minutes. Cat, 11 points. Struggled from the field, needed 13 shot attempts to give you 11 points, but did pick up some big boards. 14 rebounds total, 12 defensive. But look at Mitch Robinson, 13 rebounds, 8 offensive, 5 defensive. The Knicks finished with 28 assists, which is nice. They had 15 assists at the half, so they only had 13 assists in the second half. Let's look at the team comparisons over here. There were 9 lead changes in this game. They were tied 5 times. Here are the team comparisons. The points in the paint were dominated by the Cleveland Cavaliers this game, which is interesting because the Knicks usually dominate there, 56-40. Second chance points, though, went to the Knicks, 14-10. And fast break points also went to the Knicks, even though it's only a +1, but they had 19 fast break points. That's nearly 20. That's a nice number for this Knicks team. But it was really the 3-point shooting on this team that made the major difference. The New York Knicks, yeah, we'll go back to this because this one tells the story easier. The Knicks attempted 10 more three-pointers. 10 more three-pointers and connected on 21 of them. The Knicks attempted 10 more three-pointers than the Cavs and connected on 6 more of those. So in the plus attempt column, the Knicks hit 60% of those. And that's why these Knicks were able to pull this win out. Beautifully done. Love it. Love it. Let me put my notebook aside. My wireless keyboard just died, so I have to move over here. Let's go. All right, let's check out the chat here. Before we do that, I want to get to this. All right. All right, let's go. Shout out to Lex, man. Thank you for holding it down. Drew's Reviews says, Mo Diawara already playing this early means we're giving up Yabusele for a second-round pick. I think Yabusele is going to be part of a trade, is what it's going to be. He probably has a trade illness, and the trade might even come soon. Remember, Leon usually makes trades early in the trade season. So I wouldn't be surprised if this week Yabusele is traded or a trade happens. Nick Yak says Diawara will get more minutes with Hart out, and McBride will start. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Deuce's defense is phenomenal, and I love his ability to create his own shots off the dribble, his own three-point shots. So I'm down with seeing that happen. We got, see any other things of notes. Dylan 1207 says, Brunson's shot looked off at small parts of this game, but he came in clutch. Fire emoji. Wouldn't have won without his heroics. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He was fantastic in that fourth quarter. Let's see. Buzzer beater giving us an update here. Says Spurs beating the Thunder. If they win a third game in a row over the Thunder, that would be crazy. I gotta just tell you guys. That would be nuts. That would be nuts. Lex Destroyer, channel member, says Yabu and Dadier for Bey, Sadiq Bey. Thoughts? I think I like Sadiq Bey. I just don't think, and I think shout out to XJ from Hot Hand Theory, who his worry about Sadiq Bey is that even though, yes, he can cook at times, but that's mostly against inferior opponents. And the Knicks are going to be playing the best teams, it's coming in, especially after April. So you're going to want someone who can step up and deliver big minutes against the best competition out there. Not sure Sadiq Bey is at that level. I'm not sure I totally agree with XJ, but he highlighted it, and I think it is something to keep an eye on. It's a concern. But we'll see. I like that he's a Villanova guy. Even though he's not from the era of our guys, he's still, a brother to them. So we'll see. Yabu for Kevin Love. Now that's interesting. That is interesting. Even though Kevin Love defensively is definitely compromised nowadays, but I like the three-point shooting that he gives you. I like the leadership, the mentorship that he can provide. So that is not something I'm against. I will tell you. Here we'll look at Josh Hart's injuries here. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. See if I missed anything major. Chris Gotti says, hope Hart is okay. Good sign that he walked off floor on his own. Team is much better with Hart in the starting lineup. I agree totally. Well, I don't know if I agree that he is the key to the starting lineup. I think it coincided with him having a tremendous hot streak. We all know that he's not a great three-point shooter, but he definitely had been playing like he was. In fact, let's look at some stats here. But he will be missed for sure in general. I would definitely want to see him back. Let's look at this here. So here are the Knicks stats up to date right now. Leading the way is Jalen Brunson with 29.3 points per game. Towns is at 21.9. McCall at 16.8. OG Anunoby, who had a weird game today, 15.2. Hart's at 12.3. And Deuce is at 11.6 in 4 minutes less per game. Deuce was shooting 44.4% from the field. Now, let's look at the last 4 games. In the last 4 games, Hart has been shooting like incredible from 3. 43.8% on 4 attempts. But look at KOLEK, 40%. But Josh Hart, look at his plus minus. He's a -8. Brunson is a -6. And that's why the Knicks are 2-2 in the past 4 games. So some of the reasons right there. Let's look at the totals. Let's see the total plus minus. That's always a nice indicator. Now it's only 4 games, but yeah. Okay, this is So Brunson is a total minus 18. So in the 3 games he's played over the past 4 games, because he did miss 1 game, he played 114 minutes, and the Knicks were outscored by 18 in those 114 minutes. Now he's only shooting inside the arc. He's struggling. He is 19 of 49 inside the arc. Is that correct? 19, yeah. 19 of 49. No, 19 of 39. 19 of 39. But Towns is, plus 5, only 30% he's shooting from the field in the last 4 games. Clarkson has picked it up. Look at him, shooting 55% from 3. McCall, 50% from 3. Josh Hart, 43.8% from 3, but a minus 32 total plus minus, while Tyler KOLEK is a plus 36, team high. So Tyler KOLEK is having himself a moment right now. In fact, let's go back a little further. Let's go to 6 games. Let's go 10 games. Nah, let's go 9 games. Let's go 9 games. See what's going on here. Let's see what it says here. It takes a moment. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for rolling up. We got over 200 in the chat here on Christmas Day. Wonderful Christmas miracle. KNICKSMAS miracle. Tremendous comeback. They came back from 17 points down in the 4th quarter to snatch the victory away from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fantastic. Here are the total plus minuses over the last 9 games. All right. Number 1, Tyler KOLEK, a plus 69 in 165 minutes of play. Towns, a plus 59. Beautiful for him. He's shooting 44% from 3 in the past 9 games. 50% overall from the field. Love those numbers. He's also been rebounding like a beast. 77 rebounds for him. Tyler KOLEK has 40 assists during this period. But look at Mikal Bridges, a plus 59. Jordan Clarkson, a plus 50. And Deuce McBride, that's only Deuce McBride. Check this out. Look out. This is how impactful he is. During this 9-game stretch, he only played 2 games. So he's missed the last 7. But in those 2 games, in his 43 minutes of play, the Knicks outscored their opponents by 40 points. That's how crazy productive he is. Wow. And he was shooting, again, 46.7%. All these Knicks, this is a quality three-point shooter. The worst three-point shooter during this stretch here of guys that got a majority of minutes is OG Anunoby. He's shooting, and his is 35%. They're just not good, but it's not terrible. But his defense is fantastic. He's a plus 47 during that stretch. But let's check out the assists. Jalen Brunson, 53 assists in 295 minutes. KOLEK has played 130 minutes less. He has 40 assists. Fabulous. Josh Hart comes in with 39 assists. Good for him. It's great that he's been playmaking, distributing the ball. And Mikal Bridges, 35 assists during this 9-game stretch, where the Knicks went 7-2. Beautifully done. But let's look at the offensive rebounding, because that is a whole other story. Mitch Robinson, 41 offensive rebounds in 165 minutes of play. And he's shooting 56.5% from the free throw line, everybody. 56. He's made 13 of 23, and he made 10 free throws in a row at one point. He's 18 of 25 inside, inside the arc, shooting 72%. He's back up to Mitchy numbers. I think Mitch is starting to round into full game conditioning right now. Even though if Deuce comes back, so I don't know. The next game, when is the next game actually? Let me pull that up. Whenever the next game is, I'm not sure that I'm pretty sure that Josh Hart will not be available for that game. I'm just going to say that. I'm pretty sure he won't be. But let's see what happens. Let me pull up the Knicks schedule. We'll go back to this. while I pull it up. Oh, man. So, Knicks. New York Knicks, 21-9 right now. They went through some slight turbulence. A lot of that was scheduling, some weird scheduling issues. The back-to-back coming out of the NBA Cup, the intensity of the NBA Cup. They pull off a win at Indiana, which was a tough win. I think they had to come back from that one as well. And then they lose at home to the 76ers. That was a painful loss, but the Knicks were right there. The Knicks could have won that game. And then at that point, the Knicks, let's see, let me pull this up here. Here we go. Yeah, we lost to the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. So it was a tough little stretch, I just got to say. It was definitely a tough little stretch, but the Knicks, you can't make excuses when you have championship aspirations. And right now you can see the Knicks were able to take care of. Here we go. Let's go back over here. All right, so right here, Knicks, big win, the NBA Cup right here, 124-113 over the Spurs. The game didn't count, but then they have 2 nights. They go to the Pacers. They were on the road for a little bit. Knicks eke out that win, 114-113. Hey, I'll take it. A win's a win. But then they come home back-to-back. It's a back-to-back game. And I believe in that game, I think Brunson sat out that game. And the Knicks were right there. They had a chance to win it. They lose 116-107. And then they play the Heat last Sunday. Pull that victory out. That was a beautiful win. I love that. 132-125. And then they go to Minnesota. A lot of weird traveling out to Minnesota. Emotional game. Cat played great. But the Knicks just didn't have enough to pull off that victory. Randall just went crazy in the fourth quarter. But again, the Knicks still had a chance to win this game, even though I think maybe this is the one that they were without Brunson. Anyway, 115-104. So the Knicks go through a little stretch where they are 3-2 in the last 5 games. And then today, they step up big time, get the victory over the Cavaliers Christmas Day. And a lot of it, got to give credit to Mike Brown. He took some risks, sitting some guys. Again, like I was said in the last recap, it was like an investment in the future, to have guys as fresh as possible later on. Because if you just keep grinding guys, eventually the tank doesn't refuel. And then you get guys who start, making dumb mistakes. I am really proud of the way he's been coaching this team. There were times during this game itself where there wasn't enough passing. There was a little too much dribbling, a little too much one-on-one, a little too much Brunson dribble, a little too much Clarkson dribble. But then the Knicks, they got themselves out of that. Brown called several timeouts at one point, I believe in that fourth quarter when the Knicks were down, to try and stop the momentum. And one of his coach's challenges also worked in his favor because they won the coach's challenges, and the Knicks got to have some rest, and they sat on the right there on the sideline and went over plays and developed some strategies. And there was one great inbound play late in the game, which is the one right before the final free throws from Cat, where KOLEK is inbounding the ball on the bench side, and you could see his face clearly on camera. But before that, Cat and he were talking about where to go, like this. KOLEK was pointing this, and Cat was like pointing that, to the back court, and KOLEK's pointing to the front court or whatever. And then the play starts running. And at the time, the announcers were a little confused. They thought the Knicks still had a timeout, so they could have called a timeout, but they didn't. I think there was 2.4 seconds left in the game. If the Knicks don't inbound that, the Cavs have a great chance to shoot this thing. And the Knicks were only up 125 to 124 at the time. It was a 1-point game. So you have to get this pass in. And KOLEK is looking, and he makes eye contact with Cat, and he goes like this. So he was telling Cat was in the back court. He was telling like this, and Cat is telling him to go into the front court, and KOLEK, beautiful pass that only Cat could catch, but give Cat catch credit, because he stuck that big Cat mitt out there and caught the ball, and he still advanced two steps before he got fouled, so the shot clock ticked off down to just 1 second, 1.1 second left. Perfectly executed inbound play, and that's the leadership quarterbacking that Tyler KOLEK can give you right now. I mean, this is only his second year. Beautiful. And I credit to KOLEK for working hard, but credit to Mike Brown for recognizing how KOLEK can positively impact this team. And I am thoroughly enjoying the KOLEK-Brunson minutes together on this court, on the court. It's giving, first of all, it gives you better ball handling. KOLEK's got a really nice handle. Brunson, we know, spectacular, one of the best ever, probably in the history of the game. Because our wings, actually, there's one of the things that JD pointed out. Our wings they don't control the ball well enough. They don't have a good enough dribble. McCall, somewhat, but OG, sometimes. When he spins, he gets the ball taken away from him. Not the greatest handles, those two guys. Josh Hart has a decent handle, but he also gets a little reckless sometimes. So it's but Deuce's handle has thoroughly improved, but we're missing him. He's missed the last 7 games. So this is why KOLEK's stepping in. Clarkson has a decent handle as well. So it's no wonder that you saw floor time with Clarkson, Brunson, and KOLEK sharing the floor together with a Cat and either an OG or a McCall or a Cat or a Mitch and an OG or McCall. So that lineup, that unit right now is working. It's part of what sparked the comeback. I'm expecting to see more of that. And Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for showing up here. We're not done yet, but just wanted to shout you guys out. Nick Yak says, we saw 100 people says, hey, Carlos Villa, what's up, brother? Channel member Carlos Villa says, Merry Christmas, George. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, brother. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. If you celebrate Happy Hanukkah, I hope you had a great Hanukkah. Kwanzaa, whatever you do, even if you're an atheist, enjoy this period, enjoy this victory as well. Your New York Knicks are now 21-9. They are securely in second place here in the East. They have fallen to 3 games behind the Detroit Pistons because the Pistons have just kept winning. And they are 24-6. I cannot wait for that January 5th game. Actually, let's get to this. See what's coming up ahead. Coming up ahead, the next game is on Saturday. The Knicks go to Atlanta to play the Hawks, who are struggling. They're 15-16. And what have the Hawks been? Actually, the Hawks have lost 4 in a row. Right there. They are 2-8 in the last 10 games, and they've dropped to 9.5 games behind the Detroit Pistons, and they're 2.5 games out of 6th place. They are in the play-in right now. And the Bulls have won 4 in a row. And a lot of these two teams have played each other, I think 2 or 3 times recently. Actually, let's pull them up. I want to see their info here. Actually, they play. Oh no, that's Miami. Yeah, Atlanta played the Chicago Bulls on Tuesday and lost 126-123. But I believe they played them more. Oh, that's not the way I wanted to go. I wanted to go this way. Let's see, here we go. Yep, they lost to the Bulls back-to-back. Oh, they gave up 152 points to the Chicago Bulls, but they did light the Bulls up for 150. That was it's the highest scoring game of the season. Combined score 302 points. And then, but this is at home. So they hosted a back-to-back series, not back-to-back, but back-to-back games against the Bulls at home in Atlanta and could not even get a split. They lost the second game 126-123. That's indicative, and this is coinciding with Trae Young returning back. They lost to the Spurs, which is, that's fine. Spurs are really good, but they lost to the Charlotte Hornets, 133-126. And somehow they beat the Sixers, 117-120. The NBA is crazy. But right now, the Hawks are struggling mightily, and they face the mighty New York Knicks on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern start time. So put that in your calendars. It's going to be on NBA TV as well. Good for me. Maybe I can go to a bar and catch the first half there. And then the Knicks play the Pelicans, who the Pelicans had won 4 or 5 in a row. They did lose recently to the Pistons. But that'll be an interesting game. Knicks go on a road trip here. They go to Atlanta, New Orleans, San Antonio. 3-game road trip. This is a tricky one. I want the Knicks to sweep all 3 on this road trip. It'd be great if the Knicks go to San Antonio on this win streak in San Antonio and defeat the Spurs to prove that what happened in the NBA Cup final was for real. And that was the game where Mitch, late in the fourth quarter, completely went crazy and dominated. So I want to see a continuance of that. I want to see the Knicks make Wembanyama appear mortal. And also, they'll need to be able to control those guards of theirs, those fabulous guards of theirs who are just learning with every game because they're young, and that's what happens with young guards. They continually learn. And hopefully by then, we will have at least Deuce back and maybe even Shamet. Honestly, I mean, by then, that's maybe not. That's 6 days from now. We'll see. But the Knicks play a lot. Knicks play 3 games in the next 6 days. It's busy. Busy. And then they continue. They come back home to face the Hawks again. And then 2 big games right here. They play back-to-back Friday, January 2nd against the Hawks. And then they host the Sixers on Saturday, January 3rd. And I want that victory badly. But the next one is the one I want. This is a key stretch ahead, guys. Very key stretch. Then we go to Detroit to play the very first game of the season between the Knicks and the Pistons. It's so bizarre that it'll be like October, November. But in the 4th month of the season, the Knicks will face the Pistons for the very first time. That's going to be a big game. All of these games. This game, the Sixers game is going to be big, and the Spurs game is going to be big. If the Knicks can go at least 2-1 in those 3 games, I'll take it. But I want a sweep. I want sweeps. I want the Knicks to go on another tremendous run, similar to what the Knicks have done. Remember the January Knicks, way back when OG came to this team for the first time? They just dominated. Last year, it was the December Knicks. They went on a great run. The Knicks actually recently have gone on a tremendous run. They had won 10 of 11 games. Let's pick it back up. I believe that it was that NBA Cup scheduling problems that created the recent losses. So let's get this thing together. Love it. All right. I think we're going to call it. I am going to start making Christmas dinner. I have my brother coming over. Oh, I keep forgetting that I don't have the here we go. I have my brother and his wife coming over with my little niece. Gonna make my famous ribs. Play some games. And I'm going to do it with a big smile on my face because my New York Knicks gave me a wonderful gift today. And I'm thankful for all of you here in the Knicks-Verse. You guys are incredible supporters. This is our channel. If you're watching this later on, drop in the comments anything I may have overlooked. Shout out to Dylan, 1207. Have a great Christmas for you too, man. You're welcome. It's my pleasure to come on here with you guys and spread this joy. Lex is having steak and spaghetti tonight. We had steak last night, so good. I love steak and spaghetti. Yeah, we're doing ribs, man. I do these ribs that are just killer. So juicy. Nick Yak says, fans don't appreciate McBride and Mitch for whatever reason. Our 2 second-round picks still around, first round still around is Pacome. You know, I don't know, maybe it's, you know, Knicks fans that you're hanging out with or something, but I mean, Mitch is a lot of people's favorite player. He's actually my favorite Knick. Partly because he's the longest tenured. I got to see his very first game, and I could see his great potential. And the man is a total game changer when he's on, and he's he's a total game changer when given the minutes. And Deuce, I think a lot of people love Deuce. And like he gets chance throughout arenas throughout the entire NBA. So that might be something that's isolated to people in your circles. But I think, in my opinion, those two are beloved. And Mitch is like, people just go crazy over him. The NBA knows that what Mitch does is beyond elite level in terms of his rebounding ability, his offensive rebound. He got a tremendous block on, that guy Jalen Tyson, who had been killing the Knicks. He got a tremendous block on him. And honestly, I don't think Tyson was the same after that. You know? Yeah, I love those guys. They're some of my favorites. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. So follow me on social media. Check out all the other videos in the Knicks-Verse if you haven't seen them before. If this is your first time here, you know, join the channel. If you want to support the channel, join the channel membership right there. Just the join button is down below. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you're alerted when I go live or drop a new video. Check out the merchandise store. There's still discounts. One more week left for discounts on anything in the store. Holiday 15 is the discount code. You get 15% off. And if you're a channel member, you get 25% off. And you know that info is in the members only posts. So check through the community section in the Knicks-Verse channel and you'll see that discount code. I can't say it out loud here because I never want to use it. Man, so proud of this team. Big victory. Big victory. This is the kind of victory, you know, it's funny. It's a flawed team, but there's a lot. Every team is flawed. You know, we've got some, you know, somewhat an odd construction to our roster, but the ability for them to be able to overcome. And of course, when you have a guy like Jalen Brunson, you know, on this team who can just come in, he can struggle for most of the game and then come in and deliver some big monster buckets in the fourth quarter. I mean, he was, you know, yes, he had 21 points in the first 3 quarters, but he was only 6 of 17. You know, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line in those first 3 quarters. He was a game worst, minus 31. Minus 31 in those first 3 quarters. But then comes the fourth quarter. He steps in, delivers 13 big points. 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. 4 of 8 overall, 2 dimes, and he is a plus 14 in that fourth quarter. Fabulous. Mikal Bridges plus 14 and Tyler KOLEK a plus 14 as well. He delivers 11 points. 2 Knicks, double figures in the fourth quarter. But don't forget about Jordan Clarkson. He delivered 7 points there, got a big steal and a nice big rebound. Tyler KOLEK a big rebound. Great team effort. I love that the bench, yeah, he was a plus 24 for the game. Yes, and plus 14 in the wait a second. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, Tyler KOLEK was a plus 24 for the game. Yeah. All right. Next are the Hawks. Let's make Atlanta weep. Let's make Atlanta weep on Saturday night. And then we go to New Orleans to the Big Easy and we'll take care of business there. Meet Zion, and maybe see Sadiq Bey, see what he's got. But pick up 2 wins there. Then head over to San Antonio. Show the NBA world that what the Knicks did on the NBA Cup was not a fluke. Pick up a victory there and just keep it going. Come back home and just pick up win. Go to Detroit and take that win, and the Knicks will probably be in first place by that point. Maybe not. If the Pistons keep winning, we'll see. But at least they'll get closer. All right. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Knicksmas. Knicksmas miracle. Let's go. Ho, ho, ho. I will see you around the Knicks-Verse. Let's go. Thank you all for spending Christmas with me.